everyone, my name is Ivy and you are now tuned in to Sunken Thoughts with Ivy. Okay, so I'm super excited about this topic because I just like this topic. So today we're going to talk about how to get rid of an ex or people that you no longer want to be inside of your life, okay? So let's get into first thing first. What you have to do is be in a peaceful mindset, okay? Before we can move on to any other steps, we have to be in a good mindset. We don't want to do this angry. We don't want to do this intoxicated. I've done that before. It didn't work out, okay? We want to be in a clear mind space. We don't want to be angry and mad and frustrated and cussing and doing all that. We want to end this on good terms. Or at least try to, okay? The next step will be to confront. And I don't mean fight the person. I mean go towards them in a way of whether it be over the phone or in person. I think in person is best, but if you feel like you can't be around that person, then over the phone communication would be prompt. That way it's not like texting back and forth and things of that nature. You don't want to prolong it for too long. Like, you just want to tell them how you feel, and the reason why we want to do this is for closure for you as well, or for the other person, so we don't have to be like, oh, well, what if this person's not really mad at me and they're just ignoring me? You don't want that person to think that that door is going to ever be opened again, okay? Because if you're really done with this person, we done. These are done steps, okay? These are done steps. More than likely, this will work and cut off everything. When you communicate and say, hey, I don't want to deal with this anymore, that usually prompts them to stop calling or reaching out to you. After you're done with that and they still keep trying to contact you, I mean like a week later, 2 weeks later, a month later, next step for me would be silence. I know that sounds like, why would you go silent? I will most definitely go silent. Silent, silent, silent. I'm going to leave you on red. I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to block you. It's not that serious, because a lot of times when you block, that kind of gets the fire started. Like, people that keep contacting you after you tell them that you don't want them to contact you no more, blocking them is only going to piss them off. So try not to block them right away unless it's like something where like they're life threatening you or, you know, harassing you. Then if they're becoming like somebody that's harassing you, you probably need to get a restraining order or something. Protect yourself, because this person is not mentally stable. Probably talk to friends and family and see your best steps towards this person as far as them not understanding what's going on. But usually it doesn't go that far into like coming up to your job or just meeting you at your house just randomly in your driveway. That's a little weird unless they're like really in love or either psychopathic. I don't know. But this is more so for people that are on more normal terms, okay? So usually if you ignore them and leave them on silent for so long, their pride is going to get in the way and they're going to be like, well, this is my third time texting her and she's not responding, so forget her. And that's what we want to do. Forget us. Forget us. Forget about it. And another thing we want to do is we want to remove them from social media. Yeah. Because when we're getting over somebody or we're moving on from someone or we're not dealing with a certain person, we want to most definitely not entertain the thoughts of them being on our timeline. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're on break, the last thing you want to do is see a person that you're not dealing with anymore. Like, sometimes it gets depressing, and a lot of times they know that you can see them on their social media. They'll post things just to be harmful or to make you, or in their head, they're thinking like, oh, maybe if I do this, she'll come back. Or maybe that will piss her off enough for her to text me so I get attention because she's not giving me attention. You know? Don't feed into it. Block them on social media. Now, this is for my nice people, okay? The people that don't want to hurt anybody or block anybody or be mean to anybody. I have a couple friends like that that cannot be mean. So, if you don't want to ignore them or block them or anything of that nature and be harsh, what you can do is become boring and uninteresting. What I mean by that is, if they like to go out and do things with you, say you're staying home. You don't have to necessarily stay home. And that's another thing. I prefer just to go with the step that I said previously, because when you're too nice to people, then you have to start hiding what you're really doing. And it's just like, for what? Why do I have to hide my life because I don't want to deal with you and I don't want to hurt your feelings? It doesn't make sense. Nice people need to stop being so nice when it comes to their mental space in their life, okay? But I'm going to keep going. One word responses like, hey, what you doing? Nothing. How was your day? Okay. Can I see you later? No. Like, become boring as fuck. And if you become boring as fuck, they'll be like, why am I even talking to her? Like, I don't even really even remember why I even like her. The next thing would be to cut the supply. For most people that stick around, even when they see that you are not interested in them like that, it's a certain reason why they're sticking around, okay? And it might be money, or it might be emotional ties. It can be anything. Like, a supply can be attention. Stop feeding into the thoughts of them being like, oh, well, I want your attention. You always give me your attention, Ivy. Listen, this is going to be one of the biggest supplies, okay? And that can be sex or physical. If that's the only reason why you're talking to somebody, or that's the only reason why they're sticking around, cut that supply. So if they ask for it, I ain't got it. If they need to talk to somebody, I'm sorry, I'm busy. If they want to be physical, oh, I can't. Be on your period every day. If you're a guy, I'm just not in the mood. I promise you, if you cut supply and that's the only reason why they're sticking around, they will go away. Just wait on it. They will go away. It may be like the once or 2 times, but they'll go away. Just, if you're not giving them what they want, what's the point of being a pest or sticking around if I'm not getting what I want from you? Why? So that's great. Cut supply, because that's what we want them to do. Go away. Bye-bye. Yeah. And if all else fails, sometimes we have to role play. And I know I said a couple other things that were somewhat like role playing, but not like this one. More than likely, if this person is sticking around, you guys have an emotional tie thing going on, or you guys have a good relationship as far as it's been a while since you guys have been in tune. Okay? So what we want to do is, when we're role playing, when you have a closeness with somebody, you know things that other people may not know, or you know what I'm saying, things that you can use to your advantage. So for me personally, I mean, I don't promote this for anybody, but if you really want to get rid of somebody, for me personally, I had to role play a little bit, okay? So I know things, or I knew things, right? And I used them to my advantage. So what I did first was cut supply. Whether that be physical or anything else, I cut supply, okay? And I started to see little things deteriorating. Okay, so that's working, but it wasn't working sufficiently. So the next move I had to make, I was like, well, what else do I know? So I had to pull up dirt. And once I pulled up dirt, I let dirt out. I can't believe this. I can't believe it. So once I was done doing that, I was just like, oh, fuck. So now I have to do what I know that this person will forever, never talk to me again. And most of us know what our people buttons are, okay? So I had to wait a couple hours a day. And I said exactly what he never wanted to hear from another fucking woman again. And now, he is gone. I would not suggest this unless it's like something that you really, really, really have to do. Because there is consequences that come with this. Feeling guilty. Dang, I had to degrade my character in order to be this person in this role playing. Did I regret it? Of course not, because it worked. Also, sometimes what happens is people get vindictive. People get spiteful. People become people that want to get revenge. You know, you don't really want no enemies. I don't want no enemies. Get out your feelings, bro. Like, but the last one, do not role play unless it's like something super drastic. Like I'm telling you right now, do not pull out this person's deepest, darkest secrets and hit them with it unless it's something completely drastic. Okay? Where they just won't go away, or you know that you really want to get rid of this person, and if you do anything less or short of being an evil prick, that they'll come back. Okay, so just be mindful of that when you're doing whatever you're doing. Okay, and again, this is Ivy with Sucking Thoughts. I hope you guys have a great and positive day. Remember to subscribe below and give me a thumbs up.